Hey there. Today we're going to talk about a journey. It's one that can start in a really tough place for some kids, but, and this is the important part, it leads to safety, to healing, and to a ton of hope. So let's walk this path together and see what the road to child protection and support really looks like.
You know, at the very heart of all of this is a simple, fundamental truth. It's a right that every single child has, no exceptions. This isn't just a nice thought. It's the bedrock for everything we're about to dive into. So that's the tough question, isn't it? What happens when a child isn't safe? That's when this journey has to begin. So let's explore that path, starting with what is absolutely the most critical first step. Figuring out where to turn when you're worried can feel, well, it can feel like a lot. But it's actually way more straightforward than you might think. And taking this first step, it's the most powerful thing anyone can do.
Okay, let's get one thing perfectly straight. Asking for help is not, and never will be, a sign of weakness. It's an act of incredible strength. It's courage. And on the other end of that phone line, there are trained, caring people who are literally there just to listen and to help.
So how does it actually work? Well, the whole system is built to be as simple and safe as possible. You can call anytime, day or night, holidays, weekends, it doesn't matter. You get to talk to someone right away, and the whole thing is completely confidential. The only goal here is to get help to kids who need it.
And here it is. This is probably the most important piece of information we'll cover. In Louisiana, the number to call is 1-855-4LA-KIDS. Seriously, take a second. Put this number in your phone, write it down, whatever you need to do. It's a direct line to safety. I'm going to say it again. 1-855-4LA-KIDS. Okay, so a call gets made. Then what? Well, that one single action kicks a whole system of support into gear. It's not just one person showing up. It's an entire network of people and programs ready to jump in and help.
And this network has a bunch of different parts that all work together. You've got Child Protective Services, or CPS. They investigate and make sure a child is safe right now. Social workers step in to create support plans. Foster parents open their homes to provide a temporary, safe place to land. And then you have family team meetings, which bring everybody, including the family, to the table to work on a solution. It's a real team effort.
This support system also has crucial safety nets built in, especially for the most vulnerable, like the Safe Haven Law. Look, some new parents find themselves in an impossible crisis. This law gives them a safe, legal, and totally anonymous way to make sure their baby is cared for at a place like a hospital or a fire station. It's truly a lifeline. It prevents tragedies.
Making sure a child is physically safe, that's priority number one. But the journey is far from over. What comes next is the internal work, the healing. It's about moving from just surviving something awful to actually, truly thriving. And a really powerful tool for that healing are these child-friendly spaces. And they're so much more than just a playroom. They're sanctuaries. They're places where kids get to reclaim their childhood, using things like play and art to process really big feelings and start to feel safe and normal again.
The science behind how we heal is just incredible. One of the core ideas is something called positive childhood experiences, or PCEs. Think of them as the antidote to trauma. See, traumatic events can actually hardwire a kid's brain for fear. PCEs do the exact opposite. They literally build new connections in the brain for things like joy, trust, and resilience. They rewire it for a healthier future.
And these experiences come in two flavors, and you really need both. You have bright impact PCEs. Those are the little sparks of joy, right? Playing a fun game, learning something new. Then you have profound impact PCEs. These are the deep, grounding feelings of stability, like the unconditional support from a foster parent or a teacher who really cares. Both are absolutely vital. So you put all this support and healing together, what's the long-term result? Well, the impact isn't just for a little while. The care that a child receives creates this positive ripple effect that honestly lasts their entire life. Yeah, the benefits just keep building on each other over time. The emotional skills they develop as a kid, that becomes the foundation for being a better problem solver as a teenager. And that, in turn, helps them succeed in their career and education later on. But the biggest impact of all, this support can break devastating cycles of trauma, creating healthier families for generations to come.
And that impact doesn't just stop with one person. It spreads. It creates these powerful ripple effects. An empowered kid doesn't just heal themselves, they become a source of strength for their friends and their family. They become agents of change for their whole community.
So let's just pull it all together one last time. Knowing help is out there is one thing, but knowing exactly where to find it is another.
Here are the key resources to lock in: the hotline, the safe haven locations, the Children's Protection Centers, and the DCFS website. These are the lifelines. Let's end on the most important message of all. To any child who might be listening, or any adult who's worried about a child, please hear this. You are important. There are people and systems ready to protect you, and you are never, ever alone.